Hi, welcome to my channel. And I just decided to do a video sitting up watching Wendy. I won't be on long because I know how it is. I'm gonna work on my channel and I'm gonna upgrade everything. But as I was sitting here and I was thinking about, brands. Like, you have a lot of people that are brands, and just right before discovery, somebody sends to sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, basically, you all this and all that for them to watch you, mimic your move, mimic your life, try to become you, and try to, then they make it like, oh, you're trying to be them. But really, every idea that comes across their mind is due to watching other people. And the only way that they are successful is because they're manipulating the public, manipulating the brand, and making everything as their own. I'm watching Wendy, and she is one of the ones that made it through. But you never know what people have done. Just like, in my mind, I've met so many social media brands that, you just wonder, oh, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? I'm sure that they moved on like a secret level with a different identity, because the one identity that you know of them is just the identity of manipulation. You see what I'm saying? Basically knowing the real them. So when they bring themselves from level 100 in disguise down to, let's say, we won't say 1, because they won't steal from somebody who's on level 1. They'll come to somebody that have some kind of clout in the game, but really never made it because of whatever reason that they didn't make it. So they'll like come from 100, they'll disguise themselves, come from like 100, come down to like 50 or 25, to the people who always almost just make it. And then they come, they move into your life, they get to figuring out your day-to-day, they hear your sayings, they see how you living, and then basically try to reprogram you. You know what I mean? Through manipulation, mind control, however, basically everybody that comes into my life, they know that nobody can get to me unless it's like a sexual thing. So that's why I always look at the people who are intimate in my life. You know what I'm saying? Exes, baby fathers, and different little things like that. But those people, in my mind, those people always have the power to change things. You know what I mean? Like, you can change things. Like, you don't gotta get all of the clout on the positive side for yourself. You know what I'm saying? While you living in my life and trying to turn my positive into a negative for me, because I have a lot of haters. So it really doesn't matter if I'm a negative to somebody else, because I live in my body and I need to be happy with myself regardless to what others think of me. You see what I'm saying? So basically, when somebody comes into your life and try to make your positive your negative, because it doesn't matter how the outside world looks at you, as long as when you wake up in the morning you're happy with yourself and you do everything accordingly, so that you know that you are crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, so you're making sure that your day-to-day walk is as perfect as possible. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when you're battling at becoming a brand, even if you're accidentally becoming a brand, then you know what I'm saying, people don't like that, because they hear what they hear. Oh, so and so, you know about so and so? Oh, wow, she's a spectacular person. She's wonderful. She does this. She does that. She's on it. You see what I'm saying? And then you have people who just don't like that. Well, they feel like they know the real you. But because of how much you strive to be perfect on purpose, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you work at being a good person, then I feel like you're in the number with some of the best. Because if you wake up and you're just perfect, and then you strive to be great, you see what I'm saying? Nothing good comes without work. Faith does not come without work. So that's like putting one foot in front of the other. But then people be like, man, nah, she ain't like that. That bitch is this. That bitch is that. You know what I'm saying? That hoe this, that. Okay, yeah, but you still cannot prove. Because the people who came into my life to sabotage me, they sabotage themselves in the process. Because you're saying that I'm this, I'm that, and you're working so hard at destroying an image that's accidentally being formed. You know what I'm saying? It's just a show and a display of character. You understand me? It's a show and a display of character. So if I meet a man digging out the trash and I say, hold up, baby, don't do that. Here's a couple dollars. Go get you something to eat. Go buy you some water. Come on, let me feed you. Does that make me like I'm doing this shit for clout? No, I'm not doing it for clout. But if there comes a question in my integrity or my character, and then that becomes a defense mechanism, bam, and I throw it up and say, okay, you say that I'm this type of person, but no, you see that, but this is what, boom, this is what others see. And then once they feel like the same people who's destroying you using them, because your con, the things that you did to con me, is what made me a spectacular individual. You see what I'm saying? The things that you did to get me out of my money, to get me out of my, you know what I'm saying? It did not break me. It actually built me up to a certain level. You see what I'm saying? So once you seen my character going up and seeing me gradually stepping up, and even if it's hood fame, you see what I'm saying? Even if it's street glory, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm not running for president, and neither nor am I running for any electoral what you call it? It's not even an intellectual politic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's basically just me being me every day, stepping out, being that bitch that hoes love to hate, and that niggas wish they bitch was like me. You see what I mean? So basically, I'm just saying things like this because the person and the people that ended up in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pulled you up, but it wasn't a crab in a bucket type thing. It was like, nigga, I'm throwing you a rope. Every time I move up, I'm throwing you a rope, or I'm coming back and I'm showing you the way to get where you need to be. But each and every level that we get to, and that you're expecting to leave me behind that, I'm still advancing. You see what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. Because it's like, you're mad because I'm helping you. So when I come and help you, you want to tear me down in the public eye to try to leave me in the spot where you was. Because when I left, you were still there, and then I came back to get you. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, it's just like a whole big issue when you're in a living life, and life is becoming a competitive situation that is not even competitive. You see what I mean? You're not supposed to compete with me on living life because you want to look better in the eye of the public You see what I'm saying? Those who do things for show, they do things for show. So now you got motherfuckers digging in trash cans, and I'm like, and I'm still walking up to them, and I'm still helping them and reaching out to them and saying, hey, look, don't do that. It doesn't matter. I look out for my black people, no lie, more than I look out for any other race, because I feel like black people, like we should be there for each other. Whether even if I consider myself brown, because I'm not really, so to say, black, you see what I mean, or African, it does not make me that I'm not black, because I'm not from Africa. But my roots are close to Africa. Egyptian, like you have a black race in every, you have black skin color in every nationality on this earth. You see what I'm saying? You even have people who have Caucasian background that's black skinned. You see what I'm saying? Due to mixture of race, I guess. But back to what I was saying about the whole thing about stealing clout. That's what we gonna call it. We gonna call it stealing clout, because you're stealing clout. And then around my peers, you want to try to act like you shitting on me, like you're trying to gather my following, because my following is solid. You understand me? My following is real niggas, like real hunky, real just real individuals. Cause everybody's not a nigga. Everybody don't consider themselves a nigga, but if I'm a nigga, you're a hunky, you're a fucking wetback, da 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 da, on and on and on and on. Like, I don't say these things to try to cut down nobody, but it's the use of language to, like, everything you say to me that's cutting me down, or anything that I say that cuts me down, I can say something to cut you down. So just to say, to fix and clarify what I was saying, is that I have real individuals of every nationality that are willing to ride for me, because they know my heart. You see what I'm saying? So people want that type of things. They want people to ride for them, despite their nationality. You see what I'm saying? It's like everything has a color coalition, and that's what I be trying to say. I be saying stuff like that, okay? Because you have people who hate people, and they don't give a fuck what color you is. So they don't give a fuck what color they is. As long as you are full of hatred, you can roll with them. They don't care if you're fucking white, black, Chinese, African, motherfucking whatever, Panamanian, motherfucking Iraqi, and it doesn't matter. That's a terrorist group within itself, because they don't give a fuck who they hate. They hate all skin colors, so therefore that's a color coalition. Because it doesn't, when it comes to grouping yourself, it doesn't matter of race. What matters is, if you stand for what I stand for, then we can all be friends. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, like me, I would rather be friends with people who have their future in mind, people who have talent, people who feel like they want to help uplift others, people who feel like they want to give a chance. You see what I'm saying? But it seems like I always get caught up in a situation to where I'm surrounded by a bunch of people that I want to influence to do the right thing, but because, like, technically, they're with the opposite team. And, you know, no matter what they do, they coming to try to destroy every motherfucking thing that is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is you getting out of doing the shit that you do? Making yourself miserable. Like, you can pull yourself out of a situation and continue to live on with the regrets of being the person that you were. But the only compensating thing will be the person that you are now. You see what I'm saying? So if I so say come from a whatever that these people display of me, yeah, I've been struggling through lies all my life to try to come out. And then soon as the me shines through the shade, then here they go. They building more scaffolds and all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? But that's like metaphorical. You see what I mean? Cause like on the block where niggas that I know they hang, like the block where they hang that had a like scaffold up for mad long. But the block that I was on, shit, it didn't have no scaffold. So we couldn't run from the fucking rain. We couldn't run from the sun. We couldn't run from nothing that was, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't run from the cameras. We didn't do nothing secretive. It was like that corner that I hang on is so real because there's never a scaffold. But on shady blocks and shady corners where shady niggas hanging, bam, you know what I'm saying? Where they trying to find comfort and shade, like there's a scaffold. You see what I mean? Because they so fake, they so hateful. You know, they hiding from the camera. They doing all kind of weird shit. But me, my block, it does not have a scaffold. And if I'm not there, it's not a block. You understand me? It becomes like a imaginative thing, because all it is, like on the streets and with street fame, it just matters who can put claims on the block. So what, nigga? Yeah, you say it's your block, but do you know that the block is the street, and the street is allowed traffic, meaning anybody can come through, pass through, stand, chill and talk, or do whatever. You see what I mean? Unless they're disrupting whatever's going on, then it's a problem. But if somebody hates you so much to where they feel like they're going to take your block, so you going to take you can't take my block. You want to know why? Because really, that's the streets. And we are all entitled to streets. You could come around somebody's shit, you could lay claims, you could be like a dog and piss at a hydrant, all that shit, you could do that. But does it really make it yours? When the shit really get to popping off, when the shit really get hot and fire, and it's not a show, it's not an act, it's not some amazing, mind trick for the people. You get what I'm saying? Then it becomes real. You see what I mean? And when it's a mind trick for the people, if a grown man can come up to me and treat me like I'm shit and try to tear me down, at the end of the day, then best believe, and all the people watching and they in awe because everybody that's watching is not a part of my dynamic group of people. They just came over to take territory. You see what I'm saying? You want to take territory. But everything I give you is never enough. You see what I'm saying? Everything that you get, everything that you put your hands on, it becomes mush. But you can't go into these people's households. Maybe because they don't have a household. Maybe because their housing is institution. Or maybe because, they're ashamed of their everyday living. But people come into my household and they just come in and they make their way. They put hidden cameras, they put motherfucking speakers, they put all kind of shit. But they're not here for the positiveness of my household. You see what I'm saying? They're here, they're like fucking credit reports. You miss one payment and bam, your credit is fucked up. You can pay these people every day of your life for 20 years, but you miss one payment, then bam, there they go, they reporting the news. You get what I'm saying? The fuck? You reporting the news, then you're a bad person. Because, news is pretty much always bad. You feel me saying? Or full of shit. So, if a person watch my house for 35, 45 days and they see me striving, they see me doing whatever I could do to build my household up, and then it seems like every good move that should be documented is hated on. Like, man, that bitch, nah, fuck that. That ain't what we looking for. That ain't what we looking for. But soon as a bitch burn a pot on the stove, Oh yeah. There you go. That's all we need. That's all we need. We're gonna take this and we're gonna blow it up larger than life, and we're gonna run with it. That's the whole thing of people that are not on your team watching and judging. Were you having sex with somebody? Basically, like I was saying, like they always send somebody to be intimate with me. You see what I'm saying? But the person, they become intimate with me, and then they fall in love with my ways. But then, if you look at it, it's like, man, you can't do that. They come to this person and be like, man, you loving this hoe? You loving this hoe? This hoe this, that hoe this is that. And him deep in, or he, or them, or whoever came for whatever reason to destroy, sabotage my image. Because like I say, when you're becoming a brand, even accidentally, you see what I mean? Even accidentally becoming a brand, either a street brand, a motherfucking household brand, an industry brand, you know what I'm saying? Everybody starts somewhere on how they being known. And like I said, I'm not going to be here too long because I don't want to make this video too long. But anyway, so they come in and then, you know, they began to fall in love and began to be like, man, nah, she ain't that bad, but then bam, the type of situations is always about sabotage. It's about sabotage, and it's like always a silver lining, and people have motives. So if you come into a motive, your motive is to come into my household and do whatever you gotta do to sneak around, snoop around, get paperwork, bank information, social security card, birth certificate, stealing identity, stealing face, whatever the situation is. You see what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is. You come in with those intentions, but then you fall in love with my spirit and my heart. But then what can you do then? Because you got a whole group of people. That's hate. You are part of a hate group. So now you're dealing with a whole individual of people of hate, and you know what they're capable of. So you know that your group is not 1 ounce of love in the group, and the only ounce of love in the group is you. 1 ounce of water cannot dilute motherfucking 34,000, ounces of fucking poison. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, you're gonna blend back in, because especially if you're weak people do not have the strength to break away. Because a bitch can't even categorize me. Because when I came up in this shit, I came in this shit 1 deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who my father is, my mother. I don't know who my mother is. I don't know who nobody is in life. So therefore, by me not, and then I put my faith in a couple people, you know what I'm saying? I decided to be, and this was when I was young. I decided to open up and be around, but that was the prime of my motherfucking life. I'm supposed to be a millionaire by now, but I can't be. You wanna know why? Because the same group of people who built their success off of my sabotage, their success was always through to tricking me into working and creating, and then bam, once everything is created, when it's displayed, during display of the positive things, I'm publicly displayed as a monster. But the whole time while I'm hidden, I'm working hard, I'm the sweat off my brow, I'm creating things for me. And these fucking fake ass speakers and goddamn motherfucking all these gadgets and gadgets that are hidden and there to penetrate the mind of a potential millionaire. But I won't be too long because but like I was saying, chasing clout goes wrong, because I'ma always be Bitches always gonna need it. Because where does your next idea come from if it doesn't come from me? Where does your next child come from if it doesn't come from me? Even though I don't have them kids, and for some kind of reason I can't even, you know what I'm saying? But he and I know the truth. But that's when stealing face, stealing clout, and stealing identity goes wrong. Because if you was doing what you were supposed to do, then there would be no questions brought up. There would be no speculations or no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have to be all negative because you're lying. And like I say, your success depends on my sabotage. And in the legal shit, it's just like it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. If you can't prove shit, then fuck you. But even if it's a negative bullshit vibe and you got people lying on you, like me, I'm one deep and I'm one deep for real. So if I'm one deep and somebody's offering some kind of information against me, and you got 3 or 4 people that got their story right, and just only me that's saying, I don't know, like, shit, I was just doing, and I was blah, 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 and it doesn't even fucking matter. You wanna know why? Because majority overrules. Whether I'm right and they're wrong, if it's only one person speaking in my behalf and I'm the only person speaking for myself, even if I say, and God be my witness, because the worst people say that. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. But whatever. So, good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. Because it doesn't even matter to me. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Remember to comment and subscribe. And I will be working on my YouTube channel, once I get enough likes and views and comments and stuff, and then I can move up and I have to get equipment and all that, but it'll come through. Thank you for viewing my channel. Remember, like, subscribe, interact, and I will interact back. Bye.